I see nobody's tidied up my bench yet. I hope the fairies are going to come. So today's video is how are we going to get these back running again. Actually, these do actually operate, but these are the door latches for a split door Defender, like the military ones. I was actually going to lash out and buy some new ones. The right hand side, which is the same as the back door, I do believe, is something like £42, £44, around about that. But expensive. The other side, £128. Are they having a laugh? So I thought, well, I'm not going to pay that. The original latches, one was missing, and the other one is so seized up it's just unbelievable. But this one works. You know, you can see all the rust coming out of it, but it actually does. It does work. It's just a bit stiff. So what I'm going to do, hopefully on this video, is show you how to get the locks out, and also I'm going to sandblast this and I'm going to paint them black, because I'm not going to go to all the trouble of doing, you know, powder coating and things like this on a door latch. It's only a door latch, for crying out loud. And they're quite easy to replace, so if somebody wants to replace it later, well, they can replace it with a nice shiny one at their expense, not at my expense. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sandblast these as they are. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of putting oil and grease to get these all freed off first. Wrong. Because if they're nice and dry inside, that means when we come to blow them out or wash them out, we're going to get the sand out, you know, quite easy, because there's holes here and here to let the sand in. I was tempted to split the casing. It's quite easy, really. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rivets, countersunk rivets, and then the flush buffed off in this thing. In fact, look, that's a better one to show you. Look, there's the rivets in here. There's one there, one there. Oh, there's only 4 rivets in. Look, I was making a mistake. So there's 4 rivets in holding it together. Okay, well, you know, you could take it to bits, but what are you going to do once you're inside? So we're going to sandblast in place, and we're going to give it a coat of paint. I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but time, it's money, eh? It's money. I'm offering to save you guys money rather than spend it, because it's all valuable beer drinking money. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to set up and get these locks out. Now, we haven't got the key. If we had the key, we could put the key in the lock and turn it until we get to turn the lock until it lines up with that pinhole here, because there's a little button inside which I will show you once we've got these out, and then we can you know, just pull those out. But at the moment we're going to struggle, and I think I'm going to have some serious carry on trying to get those out. Let's see. One basic operation to get the locks out, as told to me by a military mechanic, was to get a screwdriver, put it in the slot, beat it like Michael Jackson, and then turn the screwdriver and break it out. Let's see if that's going to work. Oh, something's working. It's turning. But hopefully we can break off the tang at the end, and then we can get that out. There, I'd make a good car thief, wouldn't I? So, let me go and show you what this should actually look like. So here's a barrel with a key, brand new one. And it's this little pin here, I hope you can see that little pin, that you have to push down in that hole, which we showed you earlier. Push that down and that will release the barrel. However, what we've done in this instance, because it was all seized up, you can see where it's snapped off. There. See, it's snapped off there. It's sheared at its weakest point. I mean, now all you have to do is open your door and just put something in there and turn that last bit and you're in. So, the next bit is to get that piece out inside, which may be interesting. Now what I do, because I know the diameter of the barrel, this bit, not that bit, but this bit, what I do is I get a drill and I'm going to run a drill right down the middle of that and see if I can get a very fine easy out and just pull it out. So let's see what we can do. So what I've done is I've drilled a hole in and I've put a tap in and I've tapped out what's left of the piece inside. I was thinking about something. I thought, I wonder if I could tap it all the way through. Of course, naturally can't find me flipping easy out. But this is a bit tricky to hold. And of course I've turned this. Now I'm just wondering whether somebody's put this in backwards and I can't get to the pin, because when I try to push into the side with the pin, I can't push it in, so there's something wrong somewhere. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try to clamp that tap into the vise . And that's not working, so where the heck is that? I can't even see it. I'm going to get myself a little flashlight. So I got the light and I had a look inside, and sure enough, instead of the little pin being at this side, it's at the opposite side, so I can't push it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually destroy it and drill it out completely, working up progressive drills. Now there is a temptation to knock it inside the handle, because it could jam up something inside the handle. So we're just going to do a controlled demolition on this. So with a careful drilling, got the lock out. It was on here. Oh, it's disappeared. Anyway, now we can turn that lock using a screwdriver and everything's going to be fine. So that's ready for sandblasting. I'll just do the other one now, and then we'll get back to assembly and see what they look like. Another technique that we're going to try on the other side, because the pin doesn't really line up in here, I'm just going to get the drill and drill that out. Now remember, you don't want to tap this too much on here because you'll damage this this edge, and we don't want that. So let's have a look inside and see what we can do now. Well, that's, you know, even though the pin's out, that little remaining piece is still inside, so I think, I don't know if you can see, let's see if we can turn this light on. Right, is that any good? Can you see inside? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there you go, you can see that. So you can see that little bit, that little tang that's stuck down in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently drill it out a little bit to the size. We have to start on a small drill and work a little bit bigger. And the reason for that is there is a slot on the back side of this. In there, there's a little slot, and the drill can run all over the place. So we're going to just drill that out. I won't do it while I'm talking because I'll make a mess of it. We missed that one. Now, can you see what I did on this one? I drilled it and I tapped it, but because I'd sort of started to drill the hole out, I'd actually drilled it underneath, but I managed to destroy the spring and what have you. So, tap and die, pull the piece out, and we didn't even have to destroy that bit. So that was good. So that's out. And now, all we've got to do is clean them up with a sandblaster. How simple is that? So, I'll go and blast them. What time is it now? Lunchtime. Go and blast them out after lunch, and then we'll get back. So after a bit of a sandblasting, they don't look too bad, do they? And they work. Bit stiff, got all the sand out. So now, I was thinking about painting them silver or gold, but I think I'll paint them black. I think they might look nice black. Besides, I've got some black ready. So, let's see what they look like when they're finished. So, we've got our lock all nicely sandblasted and painted. And quite nice, it looks black actually. I hope the paint's going to last. Anyway, what we're going to do now is fit the lock. Now there's one or two things we have to do first. When we fit the lock into here, where are you now? There you are. You can see the little hole here, which is the ejection hole for the lock barrel. Now, very important that those two line up. Like that, not like that, like that. Because if not, you'll never get it out again. Now, I've noticed on this particular lock here, at the bottom, there is supposed to be a chamfer which helps push that pin in. And it's almost square. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and get the Dremel in there and just put a little chamfer on there if I can, using this little tool. Let's see. Right. That should work. Got a bit of metal out there, look. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some graphite powder in the lock, and especially on the barrel itself, because graphite is a lubricant, it's carbon, and if you put oil into a lock, it can attract dust and dirt, and that's the last thing you want, because then they all get really sticky. So let's align this up with the ejection hole. See, around about there, and see if we can get this to go into the hole. It's a bit tight. Real-time problems, eh? That bloody thing, man, it partially goes in. Let me see if I can think of something. What I ended up doing to get the other side in was just partially put a leading edge on that pin. There was no other way I could get it in. I got it half in and half out and wouldn't have it. So this one though has got a bit more of a pronounced lead on it, so this should go in a bit better. I got a little bit of it stuck to the vise with the paint last night. So let's see if this one goes in. Ah, there you go. There, that's how it should go. There, look at that. That's fine, look. Look at that, works like a trick. So, lock the door. Locked. Put the key in. Undo the lock. Oh, that's still locked. Wait a minute. Undo the lock. And there you go. It's all working. So, that was an experience, wasn't it? So now I can oil it with using some better product. I'm going to use the old friendly fluid film. This is really good. And we're going to squirt it all inside the lock, wherever we can get. And that should make that really nice. And the nice thing is about these nozzles, they're right inside, right to the front of the lock mechanism, and there's some lubricant in. Yeah, that's looking lovely now. Look at that. Oh, that's locked. I can never work out which way they are in these things. There we go. That's locked. Yeah, look at that. Looking like a charm. Really put some paint in it there. Yeah. So that's that done. So that's how to fit locks. Now that's how they should go flush. I'm going to have a look at the other one because it didn't go quite right. So yeah, hope you like that. Bye.